I tell you. I tell you. What's going on? What is going on? Hopefully everyone can hear me. If everyone can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. I didn't think this thing was going to work because it was just sitting there going around, going around, going around, going around. I was like, come on now. Not tonight. Not tonight. So if you can hear me, Nick or Aaron, give me a thumbs up. Porky, what's going on? Porky, if you can give me, oh, sounds good. Awesome. 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 Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. Take these glasses off so I won't get a glare. Man, hopefully everyone is doing good. Hopefully everyone is doing good. I had a awesome, awesome. What's going on, Patrick? What's going on, Jeremy? Good deal. I had an awesome time in Florida. I tell you, I did. I did. Loud and clear. Awesome. Had a great time in Florida. I was down there for 4 days. And in my mind, I was going to go down, spend some time with my daughter, and just chill out, just relax because I said I'm going to take a little vacation. But guess what? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. Alpha, what's going on? It didn't happen. I went down there, and as soon as I got off the plane and got into the rental car, I got on the road and I pushed in a liquor store, and it took me to Total Wines. It took me to Total Wines, and from then on, I hit so many liquor stores, and I talked about bourbon, and I just had a great time, but it wasn't no vacation. It was pretty much all work. Henderson, what's going on? Marcos, what's going on? Jeremy, what's going on? Hey, hopefully everyone's doing great tonight, and please, hey, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to the channel. You know, we're gonna talk about some things tonight, and we're gonna open up some bottles tonight. And I'm going to try. I really want to hit 12,000 subscribers before September. And I know I only have a couple of more days left, probably half a month left, but I'm so close. I think I'm like a little bit above 300, and I think I can get there. I think I can get to 12,000. And so hopefully you have subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, please do that now. DJ, what's going on? Yeah, so close, so close, so close. DJ from Texas in the house. What part of Texas are you from, DJ? Yeah, that 12-year-old. Yeah, I tell you, that was the first time I ever seen a 12-year-old that cheap. And I was excited about it. I was excited about it. Now, I had somebody tell me or ask me or made a statement in the comments about the Total Wines actually let me shoot a video in the store. Now, the thing about that is I was in and out. When I walked in that front door, I went straight to the bourbon whiskey section and I started doing my thing. And the time of day that I was there on the Thursday, it wasn't really that active, and, I think it was going to thunderstorm after that, so I got in and out, and I tell you what, I'm glad I did. I'm glad no one stopped me. Okay, Austin, DJ, okay, Austin. Austin, good deal. Got family in Austin. B, what's going on, B? Thank you for stopping by. Trey, what's going on? I wonder how many other non-drinkers watch bourbon content. Yeah, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Trey, you've been here for a long time. I remember when I was under 500 and I didn't know if this channel was going to take off, but hopefully I can get 12,000 subscribers in the next 15, 16 days before September. That was me who asked it pays to get in quick and get out. Yeah, it pays. Hey, what's going on, Proofy? B, thank you for stopping by as always, man. Hopefully you having a great day. So I have family in Austin. We gonna tend to go to Austin a lot because we have family in Austin. So if I'm ever in Austin, maybe we could get together and do some bourbon hunting. Do some bourbon hunting. So we have 26 people. So let's get started. Jamie, oh, Jamie came in. You snuck in on me, Jamie. Yeah, yeah, got to get in and get out. Get in, get out. And I'm a type of guy who I really don't bother anybody. I'm really quiet, and I try not to make anybody uncomfortable. I don't put anybody on camera who don't want to be on camera. So yeah, so I got in and out, and I'm glad they let me tape because I think this is my first time ever taping in a Total Wines, and I was excited because Total Wines has some great prices. Now, that 12-year-old never seen it that cheap. Never seen it that cheap. Probably can hit up Still Austin while you're there. Yeah, I'm definitely going to just hit up Still Austin, definitely, because it's some bottles of Still Austin I'm still looking for, and I saw them in Total Wines, but I did not pick that cash strength rye up because, I didn't know how many bottles that I was going to purchase while I was in Melbourne. So, I decided to wait on that. But speaking of 12 year, this is gonna be a 96.6 proof. But again, I always wanted to try the 1792 12-year-old. Let me know in the comments below if you have it and what do you think about it. Do you think this is a good pour? Yeah, it is dark. It's dark. It's dark. Um, do you think this is the better bottle in the 1792 series? Or do you think the foolproof is better? Do you think the sweet wheat is better? Big Rick MacD, what's going on? That's their best offering from the okay lineup. Okay, B. I'm excited. Miguel, what's going on? Miguel, I just wanted to let you know I was going to email you to let you know that those tickets they came through. So yeah, Miguel, those tickets they did come through yesterday afternoon. I just wanted to confirm that. And Miguel, I cannot wait to get to Las Vegas. Not only it's the me and the wife's anniversary. We sort of celebrate anniversary, my birthday, all in that week. And I'm excited about that. So shout out to you, Miguel, for that. Do you, by a chance, have a recipe for non-alcoholic old fashioned? I don't. I'm not gonna say non-alcoholic because I'm assuming you probably can get some non-alcoholic bourbon. I seen something in the liquor store that was non-alcoholic in the bourbon aisle. I forgot what that was because I just glanced over it, but I'm pretty sure we can Google something that is non-alcoholic that will be in the bourbon whiskey aisle. If anyone knows that, put it in the comments below. Let's help my guy Trey out. What's going on, MD? Batch number 2 of Barrel Craft Spirit Cigar Blend is out. I don't have batch number 1 yet. I had my hands on batch number 1. I had my hands on it, but again, I decided not to pick it up because I did not know where I was going to go and what I was going to find. And I knew that I had to pay for all of this liquor to come back home with me. I didn't have a bag. I haven't paid for a check bag yet. So I really didn't know what I was going to do. And that's why I didn't pick it up. A little virgin old fashioned. Yes. So let's open this one up. So I think Aaron has a recipe down there for you. So let's open this 1792 12-year old up. And again, I'm excited about this one because I always wanted a bottle. I never seen a bottle in my price range. And let me tell you how crazy that is. Poor decision sparing. What's going on? I have 2 bottles of Burl cigar. It's so good. You know, I remember when I was in Buster's with Poor Decisions parents. So shout out to Poor Decisions parent. If you haven't subscribed to them, please hit that like and subscribe button on their channel because they are great people, have great content, and I learned a lot from them because they do news and I'm not really up to date on my news, so I go to Poor Decisions parent channel to get the updates on the bourbon and whiskey news. So shout out to them. Tony Martin, what's going on? What's going on? So yeah, we do have some Trey. We do have some, I guess, options down below. So hopefully, one of those options will help you make that virgin old fashioned cocktail. But let's go with the 1792 12-year-old. I have seen this bottle right at 150 to $200 on people's shelves here in Tennessee. And I knew I wasn't going to pay secondary prices for this bottle. So when I found it at the Total Wines for what it was on the shelf, I knew automatically that it was coming home with me. But the funny part is most of the stores in Florida, down there in Melbourne, had the 1792 12-year-old at a pretty good price. So you're going to see the 1792 12-year-old on two more videos that's coming out this week about how cheap this bottle is in Florida. I did not know that the hunting in Florida was going to be that good. Let's get this cork pop just to see what it sounds like. Oh, it wasn't good, but that's okay. That is okay. $55. Christopher, okay, that's not bad. Not bad at all, $55. I'm excited about it. Really am. Really am. Yeah, you can tell it's a lower proof. Uh, as a secret bourbon drop on Saturday mornings 2 weeks ago, they had a Eagle Rare 12. Yeah, good deal. So it's $52 in Indiana now. Okay, Jeremy. So, again, I don't know why Tennessee is like that when it comes to certain bottles. The 1792 12-year-old is about 150 $200. We cannot find an Eagle Rare 12 here anywhere. So I don't know why, but you can tell it's going to be a lower proof. But the nose on this one is nice. You can tell it's going to be sweet. It got some like caramel. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be spicy though. It doesn't seem like it has heat to it. It's more on the sweeter side, but it reminds me of like a baked bread caramel type nose to it. But let's put it to the palate and let's see. Does it drink right there at the 96 proof? And what the finish is like. Jigs, what's going on, Jigs? Hey, thank you for stopping by, Jigs. Hopefully you are doing well, my friend. KY Bourbon Whiskey, what's going on? I'm hoping that ER12 starts popping up. Yeah, yeah, hopefully. I was in Kentucky and I couldn't find any well, let me back up. I found 2 bottles of Eagle Rare 12 in Kentucky. The bottle that I found downtown Kentucky, he had it on the top shelf and he had a price. He had a price on that Eagle Rare 12 for $299. He had a price on an Eagle Rare 12 for $299. I polished off a store pick, a larceny barrel proof, very special. I'm looking on your shelf to see if I have something that we can sip together. Okay. Kentucky say I'm only seeing it at drops for the most part. Yeah, I tell you, KY Bourbon Whiskey, they are proud of their bourbon down there. And you would think, you would think since you are in Kentucky, the birthplace of bourbon, you would think that you can find those allocated bottles for cheap. Since we are in the birthplace of bourbon, you would think that you can find bottles that you cannot find anywhere else at a great price. I don't understand that. Don't understand it. So 49 to 129 here. See the fluctuation of that? That is crazy. That is crazy. And I don't see why people want to do that because I guarantee yeah, you might have somebody come with a lot of money and buy a Eagle Rare 12 for $299. But how many do you think you can sell if you just try to get it, close to MSRP? I'm not saying don't make any money. All I'm saying is make your money, sell a lot of bottles. I guarantee you will make more money on the long run, in the long run, than trying to sell one bottle for $299. Because if anybody is following bourbon and whiskey, they know that Eagle Rare 12 is not worth anywhere close to $299. Yeah, the tourist trap for sure, for sure, for sure. Well, let's put it to the palate. I'm going to get off my high horse and let's see what this 1792 12-year old has to offer. Let's go. Oh, I get a sweet spearmint. I don't know if you get it, but I get a sweet spearmint like it reminds me of a Christmas candy. It reminds me of Christmas candy. Yeah, and I know it's a lower proof, but it's not bad. The sweetness, that little, um, spirit that it's like a spearmint sweetness, which it all blends together, and the proof is right there, 96, it's drinking right there, 96, so if you like the lower proof bottles and you like to drink your bourbon and whiskey neat, this one I suggest that you pick up, especially if you can get it at a great price. I talked to a local store owner and he only got one. I found 2 bottles of Eagle Rare 12 in Minnesota airport, 150 per bottle. I was surprised by all the distilleries I visited in Kentucky. Was hoping to find more of the price products. Yeah, yeah. It's a shame that you have to go to a Kroger's to find those bottles instead of their distillery. That is, I don't, I don't even see how that's possible. No guarantee that he's getting more. One of my favorite pours, I scored 2 a month ago at 46 each, and a sweet wheat for 39. Yeah, awesome. It's a steel 12-year-old, $60. Mhm. Yeah, I tell you, Jigs, it's crazy. It's crazy. You I'm not even gonna keep repeating myself because I don't wanna get my blood pressure up talking about something that I can't change, but to me, they got the game all wrong. Got the game all wrong. Because if I was running a distillery, I would crank out as much allocated bottles as possible And when people come to the distillery, I would charge maybe 15 to $20 more over MSRP. I'll make my money. The people get the bottle that they've been looking for, and I can just rotate those things out, and I will make more money in the long run. And I just, hey, please don't, please don't what, please don't what, start my own distillery. Eventually, we gonna get there. I added to my Jack Daniel's Single Bird Breakfast Raw selection yesterday. I picked up a 2025 store pick. Awesome. You know, and got a hey Tony, you got a good pick. You had a good hunt, man. Oh, do a side by side with the Jack Daniel's 10-year and 12-year. Okay. Yeah, get the blood pressure up. Yeah. We don't need to get our blood pressure up. Not here. Not here. Teach them a lesson there. Alpha, people say that all the time. Just leave it on the shelf and to teach to teach these companies a lesson. But we all have to actively do that, and I don't think everybody's going to do that. I don't think everybody's going to do that, and they know it. Okay, 96.6 proof and 97 proof. We gonna do that. We gonna do that. B, by holding back Porky. 99 of what I own is from a distillery, Kroger's, Costco. That's kind of accepted here in Kentucky. Gotcha. Nick, what's going on, Nick? What's going on? Let's let's bring down this Jack Daniels 10-year-old, like B said, and let's put it to the chest. We gonna put it to the test. And as B was saying, this is gonna be a 97 proof, and this is gonna be a 96.6 proof. So let's put these things together or side by side, and let's see. I have my little old fashioned Glencairn that I got from Poor Decisions Pairing, and this is going to be my 1792. And I'm going to use the Poor Decisions Pairing Glencairn for the Jack Daniels 10. Since we're gonna do it side by side. Yeah. Hit that like button. I appreciate it. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 12,000 subscribers before September. And I think I can do it. I know I can do it. I'm just going to have to get out there, start beating the bushes, start sending emails out, start telling people about my channel. And I think we can do it. So let's go with the Jack Daniels 10 again. Off the bat, you can tell. You know, doing a blind, it doesn't make any sense doing a blind because I can tell the Jack Daniel's 10 just by the nose because you always get that banana flavor coming from the Jack Daniel's 10. So it's no need for me to blind them because I can tell off the bat which one it is. Yeah, I can tell off the bat which one it is. So let's give this a twirl real quickly. Lord Gordon Pub, what's going on? Yeah, Jack Daniels had been putting out some pretty good stuff. All the ones I've tasted anyway. So this is Jack Daniels 10. Hey, it's solid. It's solid. It drinks a little bit of more spicy to it. But let me take another sip of this 1792, and I'm gonna tell you the winner because I already know in my head. I just wanna make sure. Leon, what's going on? I already know. It didn't take me long. It didn't take me long. We all know the winner. Jigs, I might surprise you. I might surprise you, Jigs. The winner, in my opinion, again, this is my opinion. Out of 58 people that's watching, this is my opinion, but I am going to say the 1792 12-year old is better than the Jack Daniels 10. Now, if you've been following my channel, you know the Jack Daniels 10 is, to me, a decent pour. I like the 12 and the 14 better. The samples of the 14 better. I like the 12 and the 14 better. I always thought the Jack Daniel's 10 was the least of the three that I like. Don't get me wrong. It's a decent pour, but it's on the bottom of the 12 and the 14. And to me, this one drinks a whole lot better than the Jack Daniel's 10. Now, I know some people probably gonna be like, "What? What's going on, Josh?" Yeah, it's just something about the 10 to me. The 12 and 14, great pours. 12 and 14, great pours. This one right here, my bottle, this bottle, it doesn't drink the way I thought. It has it has something on that Jack Daniel's 10 that I really wish that I can change, and it's just a hint. It's just a hint of it. Let me see what I if I can find out what that is. It's something, and I know it's a lower proof, but the Jack Daniel's 10 seemed like the finish goes away just a little bit faster than the 1792 12-year old. So let me know in the comments below. Can you taste it again, the Eagle Red 12? Can you taste it against the Eagle Red 12? Um, you know, right now, oh, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Where's that? You probably already seen the thumbnail, so you already know I got the Eagle Red 12. And since you all are here, 52 people, since you are here, I am going to tell you that I did pick up the Eagle Red 12. I got the Eagle Red 12. And I'm not going to open this one up until the video comes out. And when the video comes out, I'm going to do a live stream and we're going to open this one up. But I did get the Eagle Red 12. Now, the question is going to be, how much did I pay for it? And let me get the bottle. Let me get another bottle, and I'm going to show you what I had to do to get this Eagle Red 12. All right. To get this Eagle Red 12, I was in Florida, and I walked into this liquor store and they had bundles. You have to watch the video because I should have went back and bought two more sets of bundles. But I did not want to spend the money, A, and I didn't want to have to check another bag for I think $45 on Southwest, I think, to check another bag. I didn't want to do that. But this is what I had to do to get the Eagle Red 12. Has anyone seen this Goose Island? Has anyone seen this one? Christopher, 50 bucks? That's bad. Has anyone seen this Goose Island? Has anyone tried this one? Now, this one is going to be American single malt whiskey and is 118 proof. 118 proof. It's a single barrel. I drink their beer. Yeah, I drink their beer too. So this is what they had. This is what they had. I had to buy this bottle here and this bottle here together. And that store, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like it jigs, but I had to buy to get this Eagle Rare 12. And the thing about that is I'm not so mad at myself because the proof is there, 118 proof, and the Goose Island. And I tend to like the Goose Island stuff, especially the beer, and it's a single barrel. And I was like, okay, why not? I do want the Eagle Red 12, but let me tell you what I got it for. They had a cash price and they had a card price. Has anyone ever seen a store that had a cash price and a card price on the shelf? They did. They did. They had a cash price, card price, but these two bottles out the door, cash, it was 117 bucks. 117 bucks for these two bottles. What you think about that? Big Murph, what's going on? I think I did okay. Okay, you seen it in the hunting videos, okay? Yeah, they don't want to pay the fees for sure. Yeah, I think it was a nice price, Neon. Yeah, they don't want to pay the credit card fees. Yeah, yeah, I should want the cash price. Miguel, I thought it was a decent deal. Bottle Assassin, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, the charges they get on the card, I definitely understand that. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, Bottle Assassin. Big Murph, what's going on? Bought my Eagle Rare 12 for $149, and I was so happy to find one. Seen it in several stores outside of Tennessee. Yep. Yeah, I had to get it, Big Rick Mac D. I had to get it. I just saw I had an unopened Jack Daniels 12 batch 1 and 2. Big, you got a lot of liquor over there if you just saw you had that. Big, you winning over there. Restaurants are doing that as well. If you don't look, it shows up on the receipt. Okay. I'm gonna have to look at my receipt next time. I would have done that. Okay, good deal. Good deal. So I think I did a pretty good deal. Proofing, I want to see the Eagle Red 12 against the old Carter old finish oak. Oh, KY bourbon whiskey said 149. Joshua going to Atlanta in a few weeks, visiting home, and excited to shop around the tower at Tower Liquor. Okay. Byron, the bourbon guy, what's going on? What is going on? Thank you for stopping by. So yeah, I think I got a great deal. I think I got a great deal. Again, they had two prices, $117 out the door for these two bottles. And I'm excited about this one because it is a stout cash finish. I do like Goose Island. And the proof is there at 118 proof, and it's a single barrel. So I think I got a great deal out the door because I really wanted this Eagle Red 12. And if you've been following my channel, you know that I cannot find that bottle anywhere around here. And the last time I found this Eagle Rare 12, it was in Kentucky, downtown Kentucky, and he had it on the top shelf for 2.99. And I said, "You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me because I'm not paying 2.99 for Eagle Rare 12." Nope, nope. And that's why patience is the key. Patience is the key. Yeah, 117 out the door. Yeah, for sure. and Jack Daniels remains the distillery of the year for me. You know, I should have went down to Jack Daniels because Poor Decisions Pairing, I think they went down there, had a great time. They picked up some bottles. I'm going to get down to um the Jack Daniels. Not bad, about 58 and change a piece. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. Um, really quickly, let me give you my schedule. When I'm gonna open up Miguel, I'm gonna open up that Goose Allen when my video drop. This video is gonna be the next to drop with the Goose Allen and the Eagle Rare. So after that video drop, I'm gonna do a live stream and we're gonna pop those two bottles open. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So this is what we're gonna do. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tell you my schedule, and hopefully, if you are in any of these places, stop by, have a drink, sign my bar towel. Yeah, the 10 not bad. It just got that, I don't know, it got that little funk on the end that I really, really, I'm not gonna say don't like. It's just not my cup of tea. Oh, headed back to Jack Daniels next week, man. I will. I will let you know. Yeah, that's 17.92, 12 euro out the door. It beats the Jack Daniels for me. Um, would you say the most consistent single barrel out there is the Jack Daniels single barrel proof? Yeah, I would. I would. I would. I love that bottle. I would. And when I get to Jack Daniels, I don't know what they have out there. I don't know if you can get Jack Daniels 14, 12 down at the distillery. Never been. So if anyone has been, well, Poor Decisions parent, you been, can you get a Jack Daniels 14 and a Jack Daniels 12 at the distillery? And I'm going to go out there on the limb and say no. I don't know why I'm going to say no. I'm just going to say you probably can't because distilleries are funny like that. So can you get a Jack Daniels 10 and Jack Daniels? I mean, can you get a Jack 10, 12, and 14 at the distillery? I'm going to say no. Okay, they might have special drops for those. I might have to book a flight with my team and go back to Jack Daniels. Yeah, yeah, book a flight, buddy. You can if they have them in stock, usually just on drop dates. Got you. And you would think, and that's what I'm talking about. You would think that a big distillery like Jack Daniels would have 14, 12, and 10 euro bottles on the shelf that you can pick up. You know how much money they would make if they did have that stuff on hand at all times? I don't know what is behind that. Who made that decision? And I don't whatever excuse, reason that you can bring up to me is not good enough for not having the product people are looking for at the place that you make it. It does not make any sense to me. It doesn't. Is it worth a 10-hour drive? Never been. So, Poor decision parent, is it worth a 10-hour drive for KY bourbon whiskey? So this is what we're gonna do. Let's talk about the schedule. August the 29th, make sure I got my days right. August 29th, Bruzel Fest. We are going to Alabama for um, Friday and Saturday. We're gonna meet up with Poor Decisions Parent, and we are going to the Bruzel Fest. My first Bruzel Fest that I'm going to attend, and it's going to be at the end of the month, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. So if anybody is in or going to the Bruzel Fest, please, please, please come find me because what I want and need you to do is to sign my bar towel. To sign my bar towel. This is something that I'm going to do every time I go to a festival. I want to meet everyone that has supported this channel. I want to get your signature on my bar towel. I want to shake your hand and I want to have a pour with you. So after the Bruzel Fest, we are going to be in Las Vegas. We are going to be in Las Vegas, and Miguel, Mr. Miguel, and me are going to hook up, and we are going to do some bourbon hunting in Las Vegas. Now I know it's my anniversary. I know it's my anniversary slash birthday, but but I'm just going to tell the wife, hey, we're gonna get out for a hot second. We're just going to roam the streets, but in reality, we're gonna do some bourbon hunting. Yeah, we're gonna do some bourbon hunting. So shout out to Miguel for setting that up. And after that, we are going to do bourbon on the banks. Now, bourbon on the banks is going to be October the 3rd, the day after my birthday. And I'm always excited with bourbon on the banks because I say that's like my birthday present to myself, my birthday party, bourbon on the banks, birthday. It works out great. We're gonna be down in Kentucky for that. Big Bourbon Club. What's going on, Big Bourbon Club? Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you, Big Bourbon Club. Big Bourbon Club has a channel also. Matter of fact, matter of fact, um, you hanging with the big yeah. You know, I was going to say something really quick, Big Bourbon Club. My last I turned 50 last year, October 2nd. I went to Justin's House of Bourbon, doing my thing, watching a video or shooting a video. And the Big Bourbon Club and some of their members came to me and they did something special to me that for me that I would never forget. We went to the old Carter and we had a few drinks and I tasted some old Carter for the first time and I fell in love with that bottle. And that's why old Carter is on my shelf. And I say that is in my top 5 bottles here. Not only did we taste one bottle, we tasted 5 different old Carter bottles. And we had a great conversation. Now, the funny thing is this I never met those guys before in my life. Never. But they accepted me like they knew me forever. I got up there, we had conversations. Um, they didn't treat me no different than anybody else in that room. And I just want to say, hey, I appreciate you and I thank you. I will never forget that experience because um I'm not saying I would never be in that room, but I probably won't be in that room without one of you all because what I hear that it is an exclusive club and to become a member of that exclusive old Carter club, you probably can't buy your way. You have to be accepted in that club and you have to be asked to be in that club. And I don't think my money is matter of fact, I know my money's not that big. So shout out to you and I appreciate that. Gerald, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, that's another example about the bourbon community. Um, Jeremy, I haven't checked my email today, so I'm not for sure if he emailed me. I haven't checked it lately. Let's say that. I checked it this morning. I'm going to check it when I get offline today just to see that. Please say a prayer from my hometown, Indiana. A couple of weeks ago, they had a town marshal helping with a chase by deploying some sticks. He was hit and killed. Oh man. Okay, Byron the Bourbon guy. That's awful. That's awful. We would definitely do that. I keep thinking we're going to run into each other eventually. Big Murph, if you're talking about me, eventually we go run into each other. Matthew, what's going on? So hopefully everyone has liked, subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, we are trying to get to 12,000 subscribers by the end of the month or by September. So hopefully, everyone has supported this channel. You all would be lucky to have chat. Yeah, yeah, for sure. TLO7, what's going on? What's going on, TLO7? He was a great dude, coach youth baseball together. Yeah, Byron, the bourbon guy, definitely prayers going out to him and his family. It's always tough to lose somebody, but for me being a first responder, that makes it even worse losing someone that's on the job like that. So prayers go out to his family and friends. I'm sorry about your loss, Brian, the bourbon guy. So prayers go out to you. What is the worst bottle you ever had that you would not recommend? Matthew, let me show you what that is, Matthew. I can see it. Let me show it to you. B B is on point. B is on point, but he know it. I tell you what, y'all know me by now. Y'all know me by now. It's gonna be this one. That is crazy. Y'all know me by that by now. This is gonna be a bottle that I say that is not worth it. And that bottle is an expensive bottle. That's my least favorite bottle here. And I still have it. I still have it because even though I don't like it, somebody will. And eventually we are going to do a tasting and someone is going to love that bottle. I just want to find out who is going to be that. Wild Turkey Master Keyboards is close to number second. You're right, B. You're right. You're right. I don't even know where that bottle. Where is that? B, I don't even have it on my shelf anymore. That bottle is somewhere on the floor. That's so sad. That bottle is somewhere on the floor, and that bottle wasn't cheap either. That's crazy. So just because a bottle is expensive does not mean that bottle is good. Let me say that one more time really slowly. Just because the bottle is expensive does not mean that bottle is good. I have been burnt plenty of times here, and I regret. Well, I'm not gonna say I regret because I would never knew or know how the bottle tastes if I didn't buy it. So I'm sort of disappointed because in my mind, back when I first started, when I bought the Wild Turkey boards, I was thinking, "Hey, man, this is an expensive bottle, man. It has to be good." I was wrong, but I was sort of green in the bourbon and whiskey community, so I did not know any better. But I know now. I know now. Facts. Yeah, definitely facts. Definitely, definitely. So, LWYNNE 8094. What is your favorite bottle? I'm just picking one out of the group. What is your favorite bottle? I guess LWin 8094. What is your favorite bottle? Just picking you out because you said facts. What's your favorite bottle and what is your least favorite bottle? Putting you on the spot. Jamaican rum makes it taste different. Yeah, it's not good. Not good. They took your wallet on the voyage. Your taste buds didn't appreciate. They did. They did. They did. You really want the Weller white label. Now, Matthew, that's the one I need to finish my rainbow. You talking about the Weller CYPB. And by my understanding, they had a drop of Weller CYPB for like $70 at the distillery. But I live so far from the distillery that I would never probably get one for that price. So I'm probably going to have to find one in the wild, but do not pay secondary prices for it. Well, I would not pay secondary prices for it. I cannot tell you what to do, but I'm not going to pay secondary prices for it because, for one, I know it's not worth it. For two, I know eventually I'm going to find a Weller CYPB um, in my price range. Doug, what's going on? What's going on? Damn. Question. Um, do you know? I don't know your YouTubers out there. If you have a YouTube channel, let's talk about something really, really quick because I did not know until everybody started posting about it. I did some research about it, and it's going to affect YouTube, in my opinion. It's going to be a big effect. They are changing their rules in February. And the people who have YouTube channels, I received mine today. Let me say this again very slowly. The people who have YouTube channels, I received my notification today. I had to agree to certain terms to keep my status on YouTube. So, if you are a YouTube content creator that's on this podcast or this live stream tonight, look for your notification because I did receive mine today. That notification, you have to check it off. You have to agree with the terms to stay in the YouTube partner program. If you don't check those boxes, they eventually going to kick you out and you lose all your monetization. So make sure you go, make sure you click. I got mine today. Just throwing it out there. Just you correct, just because it's expensive doesn't make it good. But the best pours I ever had was VOSN 18 year, and it was twice $800. Oh Lord. Yeah, the changes from watch time went from 4,000 to 8,000, where it's going to go to 8,000. So, um, oh, it's okay. I'm not in the partner. I'm too small. But TL07, the good thing about this is maybe make sure I got it. Okay, the good thing about this is we still have August, September, October, November, and December. 5 months. 5 months, you can do a lot in 5 months. So the people who are out there listening to this live stream, if you are close, or if you are not close, or if you are even starting, I have seen channels blow up. I was following this guy where I started following this guy. He talks about cigars. His first video, I think he got like over a 3 day, 4 day span. He got like 40,000 views, 50,000 views on his first video talking about cigars. And he got his 1,000 uh, hours and views. He got everything in less than like 3 months. So I know you can do it. I know you can do it. So it's one of those things that, hey, we still got time. Don't be discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Let's put our head down and let's start working and let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. And I know with a community like the bourbon whiskey community, we can help each other get there. So by saying that, poor decisions pairing, I got 65 people on here. I don't know how many people you need. So if anyone has not subscribed to Poor Decision Parent, please hit that. Hey, put your link up there, bud. Yeah, Leon, yeah. Yeah, go back and watch some older videos. Yeah, go back and watch some older videos. I watched it go. There you go, B. That's B. B, I tell you what, it seemed like you here with me. It seemed like you here with me. I watch Cigar Banks and Rise and Grind Cigar on your YouTube. Yeah. Cigar Banks is what I was talking about. Do you see how fast Cigar Banks that he actually came up in the YouTube? Now, he's starting to level off, but his uh his initial rise in YouTube was so quick. And that's why I say people can make it. It may be tough, but they can make it. Yeah, in spirit, for sure. Yeah, he blew up. He blew up quick. So we got that out the way. Let me put this tin back up. And it's another bottle that I really wanted to try. And y'all talked about this bottle. Let me put this one back up and I'm gonna grab this other bottle that I'm excited to try because you all said, hey, a little old fashioned. I picked up a good bottle. I forgot about it. I looked over before this live stream and I said to myself, let's open that bottle tonight. So let me put this Jack Daniels tin up. I'm going to grab this bottle and I'm going to open this bottle and I'm excited about it. Hold up. Now, I only found this bottle when I was in Kentucky. I had my hands on it when I was in Austin, Texas, but I decided not to pick it up. And I said, if I can find it again, I'm going to grab it. And when I found it in Kentucky, I grabbed it. And that's going to be the Prideful Goat Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Cash Strength, 116 proof, age 6 years. Has anyone tried this one yet? Anybody, anybody, anybody? Do you like it? So, yeah, age 6 years, Prideful Goat. Let's open it up and let's see what it's all about. I forgot who actually. Let me see. Let me see if it says on the. But I love baby goats. That's awesome. It's discontinued now. Wow. Wow. It's good. We have on several of their offerings. Okay. What bottle am I opening for the 12,000 sub? I don't know. To be honest with you, I think I have all my bottles open. Well, I don't have all of them open, but I don't know if I have anything special. Not yet. But I'm going to hunt for it. Well, I do have one. I do have this Michter's Burrow Strength. I do have this one. And this one is something that I heard was good. So this might be a bottle we can open when I get 12,000 subs. What you think about that? You think this one be a good bottle to open with 12,000 subs, or you think I should find something else? TL07 that says that barrel strength is nice. Okay, open up in a good way. Yeah, the Mixes Big Murph is the one I found at Party Mart. And I got some hate. I got some hate about this mixers. Let me pull it down again while I'm talking about. I got some hate about this bottle here. I picked it up in Party Mart. I did a video, and someone said in the comments, "Hey, a little old fashioned. Be transparent and tell people what you pay for the bottle." And I wrote back and I said, "I understand. I try to be as transparent as possible. I think that I do a good job telling people what I pay for any bottle that I buy, but this one, I can sort of see why he said that. But let me tell you the reason why. It's because they had it in their case and they had it priced wrong. Again, they had it in their glass case, but they had it priced wrong. And when I got to the register, the real price actually came up when they scanned it. Now, this is the issue. Could I have bought for the price that they had on the bottle in the glass case? Probably so. Would I have won that fight? I might have. But would I have ruined my relationships with that store owner? 100% guaranteed. So I had to make a choice. And that choice was meet somewhere in the middle, and I got this bottle at a pretty decent price. And the reason I did not disclose that price, I don't think I might have, but I don't think I did. The reason I did not disclose that price is because I will probably never get it at that price again. You probably won't ever get it at that price again. Nobody probably will get it at that price again at Party Mart. So why would I put a price out there for people to come back to them and say, "Hey, I want that same bottle for the price you gave a little old fashioned." Well, it didn't exist for me. It was a mistake. So that's why I didn't put that price on this bottle. But I'm excited to have one. Dun-dun-dun. Um, their real price, yeah, the real price was expensive. It was expensive. Why am I hiding the price? I'm not hiding the price. Uh, got mine for 109. Okay, B. Let's pop this Cry for Gold open. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure you heard that one. I'm pretty sure you heard that one. So, since we opened a new bottle, we are going to take Life from the Patio. Life from the Patio, Glenn Karen here. Shout out to Life from the Patio. Cigar Apostle, what's going on? Hopefully, everyone has subscribed to the channel. If you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you haven't watched my last video, go back and watch the videos. See, the thing about YouTube is this: you don't really have to watch the video. All you have to do is hit play and walk off. They don't know if you're watching the video or not. So do me a favor. When you get in the shower or getting something to eat or cooking, hey, hit the play button, walk off. They pretty good videos, I think. I think it's pretty entertaining. But if you don't want to watch the whole thing, hit play, walk off. I appreciate the support. And if you can, hype the video. Hype the video. I think hyping the video actually helps me out. Put a comment in the video below, and I appreciate it. James Cole, what's going on? Said I fell asleep watching YouTube. Maybe you could be lucky enough to be the one. Hopefully. What's your top five whiskey so far from 2026? I tell you what, um, I have my top five here. I have my top five here. And the Mixer Barrel Shrimp is amazing for retail. Got it for $99. KY Bourbon Whiskey Guy, great price. Great price. So my top five here in a little old fashioned. My first bottle is going to be the Old Cart. Well, this is not in any order. Not in any order. I'm going to tell you my top five because Old Carter is not my number one. But Old Carter, George T. Stagg, A. Smith Bowman, the E.H. Taylor, uncut, unfiltered, and I do like to put the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye in there because that is probably one of the best ryes out there. And I like the Ingram single barrel rye. So I do like a few bottles up here. Let me see if I'm missing anything, but I'm going to say that's going to be my top five here that I really, really, really do enjoy. Now, there's a lot of bottles that are coming up the pipe because this Leapers Fort here, man, this right here. This is a very good, very, very good bottle. If you are sleeping on Leapers Fort, pick this one up. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. And this is the Ingram rye that I'm talking about. Yeah, this is the Ingram rye I'm talking about. You see it's right here next to me because sometime I just reach down and grab it. This thing right here is a great bottle. So let's take this Prophet Goat. Chad, what is a bottle that when it runs out, you will always want to re up, even if it's allocated? One bottle that I'm always going to have on my shelf is going to be the old Carter. To be honest with you, I know I keep saying the old Carter, the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye, the Ingram single barrel is going to be a bottle. So let's go down to a reasonable price bottle. It's going to be the Blue Note uncut, unfiltered. That is the good bottle. Um, let me see. Offhand. The Pikesville, you can't go wrong with the Pikesville rye. That's a good bottle. The Sagamore rye foolproof is the 125 proof. That's a good bottle. I can go on and on and on, but off the head, that's what I'm going to do. And you can't really go wrong with Stag if you can find Stag, but depends on which one it is. But yeah, hell, Leon, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Thank you for the donation. I'll always screenshot donations. Thank you for the donation, Leon. I really do appreciate that. I did not get a chance, TLO7, to try the Old Carter Rye. You know, I'm not gonna list Evan Williams bottled and bun. You know why? Because to be honest with you, I haven't tried that Evan Williams bottled and bun in a very long time. I do have 2 bottles here, but I haven't tried it in a very long time. I would recommend that bottle to anybody who just now getting into bourbon and whiskey. But it used to be my go-to bottle. I used to pick up that bottle every time that I wanted a drink, but I do not go to that bottle as often because I have so many things I want to try or I haven't tried, and I'm constantly buying bottles. But that is one that I suggest not the Jack Daniels, but the Evan Williams bottled and bond. That's a good Tony, that's a good one. $70. That's not bad. I will pick it up. Carlos, what's going on? I would love to see a video just about your full collection. Yep. I will, Carlos. I would definitely do that. Seen Cool Spring Wine Spirits at a Southern Collective. I haven't seen that one. Didn't know Southern Collective did tequila. Okay. Actually, I did. I think I seen it when I went to the Nashville distillery. Have you tried Knob Creek's Blender Edition? Yep. I do. I have. Yeah, we tried that Blenders Edition here live, Nick. It's a decent bottle. It's decent. Yeah. We need to see that flow whiskey. When are you getting a CYPB? I'm getting a CYPB if as soon as I can find it in my price range. Here in Jackson, we're in Tennessee, all the CYPBs are secondary prices. They are above the foolproof. They are above the 12-year-old. I've never seen a CYPB in my price range, and I am so patient with that bottle. So patient because what I hear is not worth the price close to MSRP. So I'm definitely not gonna pay secondary prices when it's not even worth the price that, you can get it for MSRP. I'm just going by what people say. I'm still going to give my own opinion about it, but I'm not paying secondary prices for it. Yeah, poor decisions. I know that's ridiculous. And it's crazy that it runs between 4 and 700 in Tennessee, but like Lord says, he got his for $70. That is crazy. It runs between 400 and 700 here in Tennessee, but Lord Gordon Pub got his for $70. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. That gold foil in a Heaven Hills 22 year is coming. It's coming. Those one of those bottles that I have it on the list, but it's right there. It's not at the top. It's not at the bottom. It's one of those things as when I find it in my price range, I'm going to pull the trigger on it. But I'm not actively looking for it. It has to find me, if that makes sense. It has to find me. I saw a gold foil when I was in Florida, and she wanted $2,500 for that gold foil wild turkey. Again, let me say it real slow for the people in the back. She wanted $2,500 for that gold foil wild turkey. It was sitting on the top shelf, and I walked in with my camera, and she said, "Hey, I can't take." So I didn't take, but I saw that gold foil, and I said to myself, if it is at a great price, she told me I can't take. So do I buy it without put it on camera and just do a shot outside saying to people what I bought it for and show them the receipt? Or do I just move on? And I said, the price is going to make the difference. The price is going to make the difference. So I said, hey, ma'am, I know I can't take, but I just want to ask you a question. How much is that gold foil wild turkey? And she looked, she scanned it, she said, $2,500. And I said, okay, but I'm not taping anyway. I don't want the bottle. And I just left. That Gold Four is the best whiskey that I had this year. It tastes like the true Dusty from 30 plus years ago. Wow. Even like the lowest price, they still three 99. 399 versus if I saw a 399 gold foil after I saw a $2,500 one, I probably would have pulled the trigger on it. I probably would have pulled the trigger on it. I'm not gonna lie. 2,500, 399, 400. I probably would have pulled the trigger on it. Especially if I couldn't find it here in Tennessee. If I was like in Florida and found one for $400, I would have pulled the trigger on it and just said, "Hey, it is what it is." You paid $90 for it. Oh, I must be thinking of something else. So this is this Prophet Gold, 116 proof. Man, got a good nose on it. You can tell it's going to be on the sweeter side. You got a little caramel in there. I want to say a little chocolate. You got a good nose on it. It does seem like it's going to drink right there at 105, 10 proof. But again, it's not about the nose, it's what's in the glass. So let's give it a twirl. Let's give it a taste. And let's see what it's all about. Cheers. Hmm. I like the sweetness on this bottle. It's drinking right there at 116 proof. but the sweetness on the back end, unfiltered cash strength. Why? Okay, 75% corn, 21% rye. That's what it is. The 75% corn. That's why I like it because I love the sweetness of this bottle. They did this one right. They did. It's more of a complex pour. What I mean by that is you get the sweetness, the spiciness, and then down the palate, it all blends together. And the finish, it stays with you for a second. It doesn't just go away. And that's what I love about this thing because the sweetness and the spicy goes down and you don't want it to go away. You want it to last a little bit because it's that good. Hey, I'm very surprised about this one. Yeah. Wow. Hmm. That is good. That is good. So the show the bottle from the front. Got you. Here we go. TL. That is good. 6 year old. And someone said that this bottle has been discontinued. The Prophet Go has a 15-year-old bourbon also. Okay. I think I've seen that 15-year-old Poor Decisions, but I think it was a little bit out of my price range. Wow. If he stopped doing that, if I see this bottle again, this is worth a backup. This is worth a backup. Man, I'm glad that I opened this one because if I would have sat on this bottle, not knowing that the guy actually discontinued or stopped making it, I probably wouldn't not get a chance to find a backup. So I'm definitely, definitely, definitely looking for a backup. I do have that exact Prophet Go bottle. So Lord, what you think about it? It's not been discontinued. Randy Sullivan is just no longer affiliated with the brand. Got you. So, got you. Okay, so it's not discontinued. They still making it. He's just not part of the brand. Got you. Okay, that makes sense. How does it compare with 1792? It does not compare because it is almost 20 points difference in proof. And if I had to choose one over the other, hands down, it would be the Proper Goat. But you really can't compare to the two because the Proper Goat is the cash strength and it's almost 20 points higher. So there's no difference. No difference. So yeah, got it at the state sale. You know, never thought about that. Never thought about going to a state sale to buy bourbon and whiskey. Never thought about that. And I might start going to estate sales just to see what that person has. Never thought about that. Does anybody else go to estate sales other than Lord Gordon's Pub to find bourbon and whiskey? That is genius, buddy. That is genius. Never thought about that. That's why I love coming to live streams because I never would have thought about that. Can you imagine me filming at an estate sale, finding old bourbon and whiskey? That would be a great video. That would be a great video. You got to be buying open bottles. Uh, maybe something I missed. Oh, okay. Lord, uh, I don't know, Lord, are you buying open bottles at estate sales? I guess that was a question. I haven't, but I do auctions for very limited bottles. Okay, WB Brock, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. So Lord Gordon's pull-up said I purchased hundreds of closed and open bottles. So at that estate sale, he is buying open and closed bottles. Okay, I saw one video where they were giving away taste of open bottles and selling sealed bottles. Gotcha. Gotcha. So hopefully everyone is on here. I know I'm going to keep saying it because I'm trying to get my numbers up. I'm trying to get to 12,000 subscribers. So if anybody on here hasn't liked or subscribed to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button because I'm asking for your support. Yeah, I'm just assuming estate sales like someone was probably drinking them. They were someone, yeah, they were someone's. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I get you, TLO7. I got it. I got it. Yeah, thank you, B. Thank you for actually putting that link up there. B August actually put the link up there for you to hit that like and subscribe button. Hmm. Uh-oh. What you talking about? Huh. I tell you what, I need to plug up my laptop. Hold on really quickly. Somebody in the comments below, um, talk about something. I need to go get my cord and plug up my laptop because it says I need to plug it up. I need a new laptop. Oh, hold on for a second. I'll be right back. Okay. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Hopefully it's gonna work. We'll see. Cable Guy Mark. What's going on, Cable Guy Mark? Thank you for stopping by. Man, this profit goat is good. None of my kids want my tools or bourbon. Oh, they don't? Somebody said, I guess you need another kid. Wow. That's awesome. That is awesome. So what's everyone drinking tonight? Anybody drinking anything special tonight? If you're drinking something special tonight, put it in the comments below. Put it in the comments below. Man, I love this bourbon and whiskey community. I could not be here without you, and I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate everyone that has sent donations. I really do appreciate everyone who liked and subscribed, who actually hit me up on my email. And the people who do not know my email, who wants to actually reach out to me, my email address is going to be a little old fashioned at hotmail.com. Again, a little old fashioned at hotmail.com. Woodinville. Okay, awesome. Crack the Wild Turkey 8 year, $40. Good deal. Henry McKenna 10-year bottle and bump. You know, TLO7, a lot of people sleep on that Henry McKenna. Yeah, yeah. A bottle for huh, that thing jump. Kentucky Nectar. I need to try CBP S02. I need to try that Kentucky Nectar. Mike, what's going on? NT 107. That's a good one. I was in Florida and I saw at a ABC that they had an antique 107 for $65. They had an antique 107 for $65 and they said you only can buy one. And I'm gonna tell you that story in a second. I got the Henry McKinnon $59. Never tried it before. This is a pretty good one for the price. $59, not a bad price. Well, I'll take your one on one. Hey, you're now to my local Kroger's. Wow, YouTube killing me with ads today. Yeah, poor decisions. I tell you, they doing something crazy. Yes, Hotmail. Yeah, I have Hotmail. I do. Okay. I see. I see. B, yeah, it's a little old fashioned at hotmail.com. Yeah. Yeah. It is at a Hotmail. I haven't graduated to Yahoo yet. It's Hotmail. But let me tell you about this store really quickly at the ABC store in Florida. I saw that they had a antique 107 for I think $54, $64, $64, $65. And I walked in there with my camera and they said, no, 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 no. They stopped me right there at the door. I guess they saw me outside. They were like, nope, no, no, not in here. You cannot film in the ABC store. And they said, you cannot film in any ABC store ever. I don't care where you go. They are not going to let you film in an ABC store. And I was like, "You speaking for all ABCs?" I was like, "How can you tell me all ABCs?" And he was like, "You probably would never, ever, ever film in an ABC store." But anyway, I was like, "Whatever." But they had the antique 107 for the cheapest price I ever seen. And I decided not to pick one up because I wanted to film it. If he would have let me film, I probably would have picked up 2 or 3 of them, but he didn't. I was like, "Cool." Yeah, I was like, "Cool, whatever." Sipping on some Russell's 15. Awesome. WB, bro. What's the 15? I don't have that bottle yet. TLO7 said he paid for premium, no ads. That's what I'm talking about. YouTube is on suspension kick from what I'm seeing. Yeah, YouTube is doing some crazy stuff. Put it on the shirt pocket, get one of those small cameras, get my what is those meta glasses. They're state run. Gotcha. Ah, got you proof. So ABC stores in Florida, the only umbrella outlet in Florida. Got you. Yeah, that Total Wine video, I was in and out, buddy. You're not filming. That's true. Yeah, if I can't film, I'm not gonna buy. That's my thing. If I can't film it, I'm not gonna buy it, and I'm gonna stick by that. Unless it's something that is crazy. Like if I can get a gold full wild turkey for like $300 and they say you can't film it, I'm just gonna take my chances and take my camera out and start snapping still photos and put it all together. Cable Guy Mark, just completed my rainbow. Congratulations, sir. Percolated Select, what's going on? What is going on? Back at Evergreen in Barstown. Man, 50% off pour daily. Good deal. Percolated Select actually sent me a bottle, and I did a review on that bottle. So shout out to Herculated Select. Very good bottle, by the way. Big Murph, 68. Take care. I appreciate that. And before you go out, hey, hit that like and subscribe. But I know you subscribe, but hit the like button. We appreciate it. Okay, $400 MSRP. Yeah, I'll pay it. Especially if someone told me that they sent me one for $1,500. If I can find one with 400, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Herculitis Select. That's what I'm hearing. That gold foil is the way to go. Herculitis, we did. You remember I cracked it open, buddy. I cracked it open and did a review. You were here. You remember? Yeah, I cracked it open, you were here, we talked about the bottle. Yeah, you definitely have to go back and watch the video because I remember we talked about the bottle while, uh, I was on live stream and you were asking me questions and I was opening the box while you were here. So it's on one of my live streams. I'm gonna have to go back and see which one is on, but I'm pretty sure that, it was probably about 2 months ago when we did that. Yeah, the store lost. It's free advertisement, and that's why I say, Tony, it's free adver I don't go in there and just trash the store. I never trash the store because that's not my personality, but I do think that it is good promotion from the store, and I don't know why that they don't want good promotions unless they know their prices are so inflated, they don't want anybody to know. Yeah, TL07, I remember doing that on live stream. Yeah, you probably were a few pours deep because we sat and talked about that bottle for probably 30 minutes because it was 2 bottles that I opened that night because you sent me 2. It was 2 bottles that I opened that night, and we actually talked about that one for a while. Yeah, we opened the Havana. Yeah, Herculitis, man. Yeah, we did. We opened both of those. A Smith Bowman about half full. Yeah, it's about half full. I am looking for a backup on that one, man. Yeah, you always buy a bottle in every store you film. Yeah. Proof, I always say to people, if I go into your store, I'm going to shop with you. I bought something in every store that I go into, and it's not going to ever be an exception, especially if you let me film. Because my thank you is I'm going to give you free promotion and I'm going to patronize your store. I'm going to shop with you. So I don't know why that you would not want me to do um, any videos for you. I'm going to tell people where I'm at. I'm going to show people your selection. I'm going to pick up a bottle and I'm going to put it on the YouTube channel so everyone can see it. And I know for sure that I do send people to different stores because when you see a bottle and hey, that's right down the street from me, people do go and shop. So I know it works. And again, the only problem I can see with me filming is they know their prices are inflated, which I don't have anything to do with it. And that's the only reason I can come up with. I'm not going to stop for sure. For sure. Be even a Diet Coke. Even a Diet Coke. Yeah, you need that Ace Smith Bowman at a decent price. Yeah, for sure. And on the way to Alabama for the Bruzel Fest, I really want to stop by different stores to see what they have in the stores going up to Alabama and do some bourbon hunting. But the problem is, it's almost a 6-hour drive, and I don't want to turn a 6-hour drive to a 8-hour drive. So I might just go ahead and shoot on through just to make it the drive shorter. So I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see. Excuse me. I'm glad you picked up that 12-year-old 1792. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad I picked that one up too. So you ended up flying instead of driving, so you won't be passing through Jackson. Okay, gotcha. Free advertisement. Yeah, I missed the Eagle Rare 17 that I saw in your video. Okay. Yeah, TL07 is better than I thought. I did taste it. I did taste it. Actually, we put this 12-year-old against the Jack Daniels 10. We picked the 1792 12-year-old against the Jack Daniels 10. And to me, the 1792 12-year-old is better than the Jack Daniel's 10. And I know I'm probably gonna get some pushback for that, but I always said the Jack Daniel's 10 is a decent bottle, but it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. It's decent. But the 1792 12-year-old actually beat out the Jack Daniel's 10 in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, I know TL07. I know. It's just something about the Jack 10, man. Again, it's a decent bottle, but the 12-year-old is a better, real, well-rounded bottle in my opinion. It's just complex and complete. Hot Tide, what's going on? What's going on, Hot Tide? Thank you for stopping by. Really do appreciate it. Man, but I tell you, let's talk about this one more time. This profit goat. $62 for A. Smith Bowman. Who pays $62 for A. Smith Bowman? Man, if I can find an A. Smith, if I can find this one, if anybody can tell me where they can find this bottle for $62, tell that store owner that I'm going to buy 2 cases. I'll buy 2 cases if you can find it for $62. It is a phenomenal bottle. 1792 12 years legit. They're releasing a 15 years old soon. Okay. I did a similar blind with the new old granddad 114 and it beat out a lot of high end stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Miguel, that is a good bottle. And that's the thing about, you know, um, the price on bottles. Really, the price does not matter. It does not matter. I know some cheaper bottles that can actually blow out these higher proof allocated bottles in a heartbeat. I get a heavy banana bread note on the Jack Daniels 10 and have the sweet too. So it's great for my palate. Got it. Hot Tide. I get you. Oh, Granddad 114 is awesome. I recently found a black label, 100 proof, oh 04 store pick. Oh, yeah. Yeah. TL07. Yeah, for sure. Where's that one at? I do have a couple of bottles of that store picks, and it is pretty decent. Pretty decent. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is going to be a store pick here. Very good bottle. I have 2 of these. And at first I couldn't find it, but now you can find these Old Forces black labels here in Tennessee anywhere. And most of these bottles are store picks. Depends on what kind of liquor store you go into, they have their own pick. I had an old Ezra 117 that blows away half of my collection, $59. Yeah. Old Granddad Singer World against Evan Williams, 250. Huh. That might be a good one. Having to pour Cooper's Crab, 100. Hey, Cooper's Crab, can't go wrong with that one. Yeah, most of the old Forester picks are pretty good. So let me see. We almost at our 2 hour mark. And I don't know if my battery is actually working through this little device here, but we're gonna make it happen. I had a store owner get mad over my friend, myself purchasing 2 bottles and leaving the shelf space empty. We never returned their crazy owner. I don't understand it. If you buying it, what makes a difference? If the shelf is empty or not, if you buying it, how is the old Ezra? I haven't tried. I don't have old Ezra either. So how is the old Ezra? Anybody want to answer that question? And before we do that, I'm going to actually pour another pour of this Prophet Gold because it is that good. Man, he would prefer you buy nothing. Ooh, yeah, I know. I feel like the old Force in 1920 should get more praise. The camera and mic setup is really good. Hey, thank you. I know. See, the thing about that is, from what I can see on my laptop, it's like the bottles are blurred out a little bit. Eventually, I want to get that problem fixed because I want you to see what's in the background. I'm not really focusing on that right now because I know you can see me and I know you can hear me and I'm not lagging anymore. So we got those problems figured out. But now the only thing I have left is trying to get my bottles clearer in the camera, in the picture, and then I think I will be set. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up. But still, I'm um I'm using my cell phone. Eventually I need to get something to get away from my cell phone. But hey, we gonna get it done. Have another. Why not? Why not? Why not? Yeah, but see you can see my face. See, you can see my face. So that's what actually what matters. You can see the face in the t-shirt. So yeah, the camera is focused. I can change that, which I'm going to do some research and change that. Again, it's on my phone, so I figure I can go Google on Apple phone how to change that particular um, program. I'm going to be at Bourbon on the Banks. Yes, I do have my tickets. I do have my hotel room. I have my rental car. I am ready to go to Bourbon on the Banks, and it's going to be my birthday weekend, so I'm excited about that. Very excited about that. Are you going to be at Bourbon on the Banks, girl? If so, I cannot wait to meet you. So this is what we're gonna do. Um, can you fuzz out the hat? Awesome, awesome. Laugh out. The camera blurs more the more you drink. I can see that. I can see that. It probably goes for you too. The more you drink, the more the bottles blur out, and the more I blur out. So anybody has anything special going on? Anybody has anything special going on this week that we can actually toast out to? I know we're going to toast out because we are going to hit 12,000 subscribers before the end of the month. I know that for sure. I can feel it in my bones. Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah, and it's probably it's definitely going to be an expensive one for me. Definitely going to be an expensive one. My birthday's on the 14th. Okay, in 2 days. Awesome. TLO7. Hey, awesome. TLO7 birthday is going to be Friday, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be on the weekend. What you going to drink, TLO7? You have anything special you're going to pop on your birthday? Congratulations, too. Anything you go pop special on your birthday? So this is what we're gonna do really quickly. TLO7. Hey, I know I probably won't be here in 2 days because I'm going to be at work. He is going to pop a Weller foolproof. So happy birthday, TLO7. We appreciate you being a part of the little old fashioned family. Everything you do for the channel. Shout out to you. Hopefully, you have a great birthday. Hey, pop that Weller open. Have a great time. Relax, chill. Happy birthday, sir. Let's go. Hmm. Do a birthday cheer. Yeah, 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 for sure. Filming promotional videos for the social media stuff with our Second Amendment contest correct. Okay, Herculitis Select. I'll be looking out for that. Toast out to son Nicholas. Traveling tomorrow morning. He will finish the crucible. All right, Marine Boot Camp. Miguel. Miguel, shout out to your son Nicholas. Marine Boot Camp. Hey, thank you for actually sharing that. I know he would do well. Hey, shout out to him. Congratulations to your son. Marine Boot Camp, man, that it is a accomplishment. Accomplishment. Marine Boot Camp, man, that's an accomplishment. So shout out to your son. Congratulations. Cheers to you. Let's go. Mhm. I heard that Doc 23 was a Lost Buffalo Barrel. I don't know anything about that cable guy. I need to look that up though. Need to look that up. So apparently at midnight, the NFA regulations are getting stuck down, and people would be able to buy short barrel rifles. It's a special. Okay, did not know that. Anybody else? Anybody else before we get out of here? Yeah, Marine boot camp. That is a accomplishment for sure. Anybody else? Anybody else? And again, I keep saying this. Keep saying this. Hey, if anybody wants to buy a book, it's on Amazon. I have the Bourbon and Whiskey guide to Bourbon and Whiskey. I have the coloring book. I have the word search book, and I have the personality test. That personality test is going is doing good. It's doing good. I'm having great feedback on the Bourbon Lifestyle personality test. I think it's a phenomenal thing. If you haven't had it, if you haven't tried it yet, I appreciate anyone that serves our country. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So yeah, I'm about to get off here. I didn't want to be on here too long. It's almost 2 hours. It's 10 minutes. I'd stay 10 more minutes. I'll stay ten more minutes to 8 o'clock my time, and now I'm gonna get off here. And hopefully, you all enjoy your night. Yeah, again, B has actually put up the link to the channel. A little old fashioned. I do have a landing page. Hey, I do have a. Let's talk about that really quickly for the next 9 minutes. I do have a landing page. I have a link that you go to my landing page. Not only does it have all the material that I do here at a little old fashioned, you can actually download the 18-page free document about bourbon and whiskey. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to put anything in. You just click the link and you just download the free document. I thought that would be good just to give back to people. So yeah, I think that's pretty fun and pretty interesting. If you just want to get a free PDF 18-page document about bourbon and whiskey, and to go over what I'm going to be doing in the next few months is going to be Bruzel Fest at the end of August. I'm going down there for 2 days, driving to Alabama for Bruzel Fest. The first time I'm ever going to a Bruzel Fest. September, I'm going to be in Las Vegas. Me and Miguel are going to do some actually bourbon hunting. I know it's going to be my anniversary and my birthday around my birthday, but we're going to do some bourbon hunting. And then in October, we are going to be at Bourbon on the Banks again, my second year at Bourbon on the Banks. Now, something might happen between now and then. I might add in something else, but those are three things that I know for sure that's on the calendar because it's already paid for and I am excited to do that. Toasting with an old Carter hey, the old Carter Hot Tide. We talked about the old Carter. That is a very, very, very good bottle. Very good bottle. Thank you, Hot Tide. Yeah, a little old fashioned at Hotmail. And again, a little old fashioned at hotmail.com. If you want to get in touch with me about anything, hit me up a little old fashioned at hotmail.com. I will reply as soon as possible. I will get back with you and whatever you want to talk about and do, we can actually make that happen. Make that happen. I'm trying to figure out if we can do some things with some bigger distilleries. I have sent emails out to distilleries and liquor stores. Now I'm just waiting for people to respond. So if anybody knows anybody that's in higher up in a distillery or something that I can actually reach out to, and see if I can come down and do a video or just do some behind the scenes things. If you know somebody that can actually get me through that door, hey, hit me up at a little old fashioned at hotmail.com and let's talk about it. Jack, what's going on? Cheers, Green River 250. Support, yeah, support the truth for sure. for sure. Send email to Barrel Craft Spirits. They will send you their new release. Okay, I would do that. I would do that. Matter of fact, I would do that tonight. I would do that tonight. Yeah, James Cole. I was talking to Big Rick, and Big Rick actually invited me to that, but it's going to be my anniversary, and I had to choose. I had to choose between going to Vegas on my anniversary that I've been doing for the last past 15 years, or going to the Bourbon Fest in Fort Wayne, and I struggled with that, and I decided to go to Vegas. Uh, yeah, I decided to go to Vegas. I appreciate you for decisions, fan. I really do. We got about 5 minutes. We got about 5 minutes. We'll get out of here. 5 minutes. We'll get out of here. Um, so if nobody else has anything, I just want to say this. Hey, I really do appreciate everybody that has supported this channel a little old fashioned. 2.5 years ago, I had no idea that I was going to be in the position I am. I'm not going to say I'm the biggest. I know I'm not the biggest. I'm not even close to being one of the biggest YouTube bourbon YouTubers out there, but I think I am the luckiest because people like you that has supported my channel, you do not go unnoticed. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you supporting this channel, reaching out to me, emailing me, texting me, uh, everything that you have done for this channel. I really do appreciate that. And it does not go unnoticed. And I will never forget. I will never forget everybody who has supported this channel from the beginning because I have you down. I know exactly who you are, and I will never forget that. So shout out to you and shout out to the little old fashioned community. I really do appreciate it. Vegas is still an adult playground for sure, for sure. I have an amazing time every time I go to Vegas. Yeah, B, you are definitely in the crossword puzzle. Miguel, yeah, definitely not the biggest, but I try to be the realest. I try. When you come here, you're gonna get me. You're not gonna get my representative. You're not gonna get somebody who I wish I was. You're gonna get me. I mean, this is who I am. So hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you like it. And Miguel, hey, thank you. Thank you for all that you are doing behind the scenes. A lot of people don't know what you are doing behind the scenes, but I do. And I really do thank you for that. Thank you, Poor Decisions. Poor Decisions sent 100 for two jewels. B August, hey, appreciate you, buddy. And let me see. We got about 3 minutes. Got about 3 minutes, and we're gonna be out. So hopefully everyone has a great week. Today is Wednesday, Thursday, a weekend coming up, but I have to work all weekend. I have to work all weekend. When I mean by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm going to be gone all weekend, but that's cool because I think I'm going to get some overtime in there. I got to get my money up to go to these festivals because I'm going to buy a whole lot of liquor. I'm going to buy a whole lot of liquor at these festivals. And I'm going to spend a whole lot of money and I'm going to meet a whole lot of people. So, Big Bourbon Club, you take care. TLO7, High Tide, B August, Poor Decisions, Parent, Proofy, Miguel. Hey, James. That's the only people I can see right now on my chat. Take care and hopefully everyone has a good night. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go back and like the videos, hype the videos. Until then, I will see you on my next live stream. Hey, cheers. Let's go.